breaking news just in. Roe v. Wade has officially been overturned by the Supreme Court of the United States.
The Dobbs decision basically triggered a heartbeat law in Ohio, which made abortion after 6 weeks illegal.
Sherry learns about individuals from Kentucky and Ohio are seeking more abortions within Indiana.
My editor had said to me, can you find an anecdote of a woman who had had this experience?
Sherry had a conversation with Dr. Caitlin Bernard, told her on the record that she had performed an abortion on a 10-year-old girl, and she had come from Ohio to do the procedure.
And she said, well, you know, it happens more than you might think.
It was like the first representation of what it looks like to have restricted access in your state in a really real way.
She wrote that story up and went viral.
It appeared in the Indianapolis Star newspaper back on July 1st.
Felt like a very simple story at the time. I think it ran on a Friday, and I thought that would kind of be it.
Just imagine being that little girl, 10 years old.
When President Biden mentioned her case, then it became a political football.
First, it was this child didn't exist, couldn't exist. The procedure had never taken place.
And that's when things changed and became a gigantic national story. That's also the point where we said, okay, we're gonna own this story. We know it's true, and we're gonna take it to the next step.
We were able to request from the Indiana State Department of Health the termination report. Amidst all this noise and the several truths that different people are promoting out there, there is one middle truth that is supported by the record.
I went through the morning arraignment list, which showed an offense date matching the timeline that had been given to the Indianapolis Star.
Court does give merit to the motion by the state. Mr. Fuente will be held without bond.
That detective said under oath the 10-year-old had become pregnant, had gone to Indianapolis, and had an abortion performed on June 30th.
I remember when it happened and telling our breaking news editor, we just got it. And because of that trust that's built between Sherry and the doctors that she talks to on a daily basis, or Bethany Bruner at the Columbus Dispatch. I mean, that's exactly why I think everybody who's in local journalism is in the business.
Bethany and Sherry are perfect examples as to why an investment in local news is so important.
You know, journalists, we're not supposed to have opinions. We're not supposed to take sides. But when you can contribute to a national conversation, that's the kind of impact you dream about as a journalist, is making people think.
And that's really what I think a democracy is about, is having educated voters that can make educated decisions that reflect their values.